Hey, you guys, how y'all doing? Y'all, I am so excited. Y'all don't know how excited I am. Why? Because I am here with some very special guests. Now, I've had special guests, but these are two different special guests. These are family, y'all, family. So I am here with my brother David and his very beautiful wife Lydia, and y'all, they are going to share some information with us today. But what's going to be very interesting is that they have different takes on this topic. And the topic is secrets. Now, y'all, we're still on the series Before You Say I Do. And we're talking about secrets. Should there be secrets? Is it okay to have secrets when you enter into a relationship that's for marriage? Or is everyone entitled to their secrets? Or is that just a dangerous thing? What is your take on it? We're going to start with Lydia. I'm sure there's going to be some back and forth, y'all, but I'm going to enjoy this. Lydia, what's your take on it? Secret.
Well, good night, everybody. My take on it is that I believe secrets should be shared. I'm watching it from my point of view. What I would do in a relationship, I believe in being an open book. You like me for who I am, and 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 let's say my character and whatnot. And I believe in being honest and in sharing whatever secret I have and whatnot. I believe if you don't like it, you're entitled to leave. So then it's, to me, I don't see any reason to start any relationship based on dishonesty or maybe lying, whether it be by omission. I just believe you should share as much as you share your love, you share everything. To me, that's my take on it, at least. Yeah.
Lovely. So Lydia is preaching transparency, you guys. Full transparency when you're coming into a relationship. But what does David have to say? Does David agree? Does David believe that people are entitled to their secrets or to their past? What's your take on it, David?
All right, good night, everybody. Well, it's an interesting take, and I hope by the end of this discussion we would have understood where I'm coming from. In that human beings have a tendency to build identities based on reputation, and that a foreknowledge of people is a judgment call sometimes, and the past does not necessarily reflect on the current. Now notice I left space for the past for the current, because there's what you call baggage, and I understand that baggage is a secret as well. So therefore, I don't promote baggage. I could understand secrets in that not baggage is the past continuous, meaning it continues to affect the person at the moment in the present, but the past does not have to necessarily be shared if the person is reformed or over that past, or if they've come to understand better and they've resolved this past issue. But baggage could mean that they have zero intention to change.
Lovely. Yeah, this is good. This is really good because both of them have some really strong points. So what I'm gonna do with that is just put some pressure on each side and see how you respond to it. So I'm gonna ask, is there, David, you're saying that baggage is present continuous, so it means it's still affecting the person today. And if they've dealt with their past baggage, then they're okay not to share it with their partner, right? So for example, I'm gonna use this example. What if I was a smoker and I've dealt with it? It's been 10 years since I smoked. That's my secret. I don't want so you're saying I'm entitled to that secret. It's no longer affecting me now. It's no longer, but then think about smoking. It's no longer affecting me now. But it's a part of my past, so that's my secret. Do I have to share a secret like that with my spouse?
Right. So this is in line with exactly what I have a few points written. So I'm just going to read from it for you. And a reformed criminal, for example, guilty or not, should not be subject to the scrutiny of others and their opinions on them. And they should be at liberty to decide whether or not they want to share that criminal past. Having already served their time and been, justly sentenced, you do the crime, you pay the time, right? That's what the phrase says. You did the crime, you paid the time. So there's nothing left to So now post the crime, there should not be a labeling of that individual because this person is no longer a smoker. This person smoked. You understand what I'm saying? And if they're completely reformed, and especially if that person now has a spiritual basis, on a spiritual basis, you see where Christ is involved. Christ tell you in 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 17, he says, if any man be in Christ, he is now a new creature. Behold, all things have passed away, and behold, all things have become new. He is no longer judged based on that criminal past or that once upon a time thing. But my entire argument hangs on the fact that human beings can't see beyond the past. They cannot see, no matter how terrible even their past is, or their current situation is. If they get to know about your past, they won't be able to get past that, and they won't see you in any other light. So this is my
Thank you, David. I still have more questions for you, but I want to prick Lydia a little bit. I wanna pressure a little bit with her take on it. Lydia is saying that people should be fully transparent. So Lydia, David made a valid point that human beings tend to have the tendency not to forget your past, and they would bring it up at the earliest convenience for them, especially maybe perhaps in an argument or something like that. What's your take on it? Are you saying that it's still important to be transparent, even at the risk of your past being used against you?
I still believe so, because as I said, I'm just expressing what I would do. I would do. To me, being transparent, even the example you use of being a smoker, if let's say you're having maybe urges, then sometimes you have people smoking by you all the time. Sometimes if the person knows that, if they themselves are a smoker, they could be let's say a little compassionate for you and not maybe smoke around you and do whatnot, not tempting you and stuff. But if they have no knowledge of that, and sometimes you can think that you're completely over it, but something might happen to trigger it. If the person noticed things, they could help you along. They could do what they can, because he's in sickness and in health and whatnot and so forth. So to me, I'm just saying, to me, you can. And if the person, to me, let's say, always brings that up in an argument and whatnot, it's no shame to you. It's a shame to them. It's just showing your lack of growth, your lack of maturity to keep bringing something up that has already been and you should seek help for yourself in you doing this, because if the person was honest enough to share that with you, it wouldn't make sense to keep reminding the person of this instead of maybe helping the person and being glad that the person trust and loved you enough to share that important thing with you. So to me, I still stand by my points, despite David preaching and all that. I don't have all those fair words, but I'm still standing firm on my point.
Well, I still have something. I still have something to counter that, because this person is currently dealing with this issue. Therefore, this qualifies as baggage and not a reformed individual, and not a person that. So my point is that secrets can be kept based on this fact, not baggage. Secrets could be kept based on the fact that they've dealt with it, not on the fact that it's currently ongoing.
But I'm still saying, in light of what he said about the ongoing thing, you go to the doctor and sometimes you've had a disease. Sometimes you say, I had so and so, I had cancer, I had hypothyroidism, but they will tell you you could still be under the thing that you have it. It's not even though you feel you're off medication, you're off this, but it's like you had it. So you treat it as such and always be because it can always raise head. Good for you if it doesn't, but I'm just saying, yeah.
Okay, I want to add some more pressure to David. Because I love both of the points. Honestly, I don't have a side right now because both of you are pulling me like I feel like I'm half right now. So I want to add some more pressure. So David, what if it's a case where you've dealt, because you raised up the point about the criminal having he does not have to be judged after he has done the time. Now we're looking at the series Before You Say I Do, and let's put that in context. When your partner now is coming to the relationship, they've done what they've done, they've dealt with it, right? So what if it's a case where, yes, they've dealt with it, it's no longer affecting them, but there is a possibility, it's not affecting them, but there is like Lydia was saying, there is a possibility that it will come up in the relationship later. There is no guarantee that it would. But for example, let's use that example. The person, my spouse, I meet a great guy. He owns his own business. He doesn't work for anybody. He owns his own business. However, he has a criminal past, right? So I don't know about his criminal past because he didn't feel it was important to tell me. He's already dealt with that. He's done his time, he's whatever. He owns his own business now. Things go sour. Now he's looking for a job. He cannot find a job because you know how society is. When it's hard to get a good job with a police record that says you have a criminal past. Now, all of a sudden, this thing that he dealt with has become baggage. It wasn't baggage, but because he was not transparent in the beginning, now it has become baggage. Are you saying that it was always baggage to begin with? Or are you saying that it's just one of those things that happen?
Well, like you said, it became baggage because of the changing situation. And I agree with that. It became baggage. It was not initially baggage. But still, I'm saying that people tend to judge people based on this, and that this is exactly what's happening in this situation. Even though this person was guilty or not, this person is being judged based on their criminal past. And that's exactly what I'm trying to say that we shouldn't do. It shouldn't be a case where we judge people based on their criminal past or based on the past when they've been reformed. And that's why I guess it would be hard to get with my point, because the entire society is designed this way, that you judge people based on what they've done. And that's not correct. And that's not how Christ dealt with things. You understand?
I'm definitely agreeing with you that we should not judge people based on their past. I am agreeing with that. But remember, we're talking about secrets, right? And we're speaking under the topic, before you say I do. you're entering into a lifetime relationship with someone. It means that there must be a level of trust and a level of understanding and love and transparency that must be there in order for you have agreed to amalgamate your life with that person for the rest of your life. This is not just society we're speaking about. Because if you're looking at it from a societal point of view, then definitely I would say society doesn't need to know all your secrets. That's not, you are entitled to it. But the question is your spouse entitled to know all your secrets? And if not, then what are the secrets that are not okay? Because you're saying that if it's not baggage, then it's fine to keep it. But then that becomes tricky when you say that simply because something that's not baggage could become baggage, and then it affects the relationship. So how would you explain that?
Okay, I understand where you're coming from, and then I will come back by saying that um, you should not be even like, okay, I'll not repeat that point. In that some people see you simply because of who you are, who you currently are, and that should be the case. Even in a relationship, that should be the case. Not this, not that should have very little to no significance at all who you used to be, and this person character is not affected by who they used to be. This person's ideology isn't affected by who they used to be. This person's ambition isn't affected by who they used to be. So if you got the holistic picture of that individual and their character and everything that pertains to them currently, the past cannot and should not matter. I hope you get in where I'm coming from. In that this person, no matter how their past may affect them in the future, like you say, job-wise and etc., this person is no longer, don't matter how society treats them, if you've gotten to know that person, that individual, and their everything about them, and it no longer exists that this person is that type of individual, it should not matter, and it you will work beyond that. You understand? I'd give an example. I would have saved this for last, but I think I might have to give it now to make my point very, very clear. I just want you to imagine, let's say there's this great president of this place, and this person is a very good president. They've done so much for the place. They've made and once upon a time, that person was a pedophile, one of the worst crimes imaginable. I bring that to mind. This person will no longer be seen for who they are. This person will be seen, and it's affected everyone's mind. I think even us as a church, we've been affected by this mentality, that the mentality of the world, in that they see people based on what they did in the past, and it overrides everything you've done or you're currently doing. And while you might say that it's a relationship that you two are sharing, and that you're in society, but it doesn't change the fact that right now you're being affected by the person's past because of society's view on the person's past. So this person cannot get a job because of how society sees them, right? And then now you're being affected by that because of how society sees them. Your relationship is being affected by that because of how society sees them, and not because of how you see them currently. This person is still a kind-hearted, a great soul that you would be able to make a perfect relationship with, but they have a criminal past. This is the issue.
Thank you, David. Now, David, I am getting your point loud and clear, but I know Lydia is itching to say something. So, Lydia, let's hear you.
I think that God gave us a choice. He gave us information, and he He gave us two roads to choose on that point of view. He didn't just make choices for us. I believe that you should trust. You have the person. You should trust in the person, and also in the love that you have, the relationship that you have, that it's strong enough to maybe be able to withstand. And whether or not, as I said in the starting, it doesn't withstand that secret, it's still the person's choice. And it's still that, yeah, maybe the person wasn't right for you. So maybe there's somebody better for you out there, somebody more that you would be able to better mash with and whatnot. So to me, it's still up to, let's say, choice, and you should trust the person enough, trust your relationship enough to just do what's best. It's not a matter of what society thinks. As I said, to me, I have my own mind, and I'm just going, I can't stress enough on what I would do, so I would kind of expect the same from the person. And also, to me, let's say you have a point that the person went to jail or something. I mean, that could, even though the person is a different person, that could never most times stay a secret. But it would be so much worse if the person would hate from somebody else. They would hate outside from you. They would hate going around, like in the bushes and whatnot. It would be so, the person would think, what more are you hiding? Because you didn't share that with them. To me, to just put a kind of a strain on the relationship itself. So to me, I just believe in sharing. Yeah.
Wow, y'all, this is really, really good stuff. This argument is gonna go on and on for ages, I suspect, because both of the sides are just so good and so adamant that they believe in what they're saying, y'all. I cannot pick a side. But what I want y'all to do is put in the comment section below, what is your take on it? Am I entitled to my secrets? Should I share my secrets? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Is it gonna bite me in the future? Is it gonna come hurt me in the future? Should I explore? Should I be given a choice? What is it, you all? Let me know in the comment section. Let me give you all 30 seconds to give your closing words, and then we're gonna bring this video to an end. We'll start with you, David.
Okay, my closing word is that if you leave it up to people and you leave it up to individuals to decide who you are based on your past, trust me, they won't give you the benefit of the doubt. They will sentence you and they will judge you based exactly on that past. And not because it doesn't matter how much good you are currently doing or you have done also. You know, they disregard the past that is good. But the past that is bad, that's what we call secret sometimes. A lot of times secret is on a bad connotation, you know, is that things that we've done that's bad in the past. It will all be undermined. All the good stuff will be undermined by the negative secrets, and especially how society views you. We may have been psychologically trained, you know, and brainwashed to see people certain ways, you know, based on how society sees them, especially even if they're reformed, even if they've changed, we still see them as society views them too, you know. So this is my point. I hope you get the big picture of where I'm coming from.
I just still think um I just still think you should, yeah, not be so quick to think the worst of people, and they might surprise you in that they don't judge you as you think they would. They might be considerate and think, what if I was in that situation? What would I like people to think of me? And they would treat you as they themselves would like to be treated. So people may just surprise you, and what you'd expect from them, you wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get the norm, like society is doing this, society is doing that. They might just surprise you and, whoop, yeah, treat you as they should, and treat you as the person that you are presently and that you are now. Yes, this is my closing statement.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it raises just so many questions for me, and that's probably the questions I would want the viewers to answer in the comment section. If because we're not speaking about society and me, we're speaking about my partner and myself. We're in a relationship. We're about to say I do. Is it important to share those very probably dark secrets or those things that, well, it's not affecting me now, but it affected me then? uh, am I supposed to share that with my partner? Yo, this is me and my partner I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with. Am I supposed to share it with my partner? Thank you so much for watching, and please tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Comment, y'all. We want to hear from you. What's your take on it? And thank you, Lydia and David, so much for joining me today. This has been a really interesting discussion. I wish it could go on and on, but we need to bring this video to an end, y'all. So thank you all so much for watching. Bye.